Potluck is the overall 14th studio album by Elvis Presley. Yeah, going into this record, I didn't expect a lot of it, and I was kind of right. It was alright, I guess, but it was not the best. The album cover is slightly, an Elvis picture, which is not one of his best. He looks kind of really hazily and really weird. And then besides that, we have a literal pot beside him. So that is kind of dumb, I think, but there we go. The record overall, it has 12 songs, I believe. This is requested by Dylan Cohran, of course. We're rounding out the Elvis Presley discography. I believe a few more to go, so there we go. Yeah, we have 12 tracks on here. Most of them are catchy, but some of them are really redundant, so we're gonna talk about that. Kiss Me Quick is just kind of a... Well, I want to say short, but it's actually one of the longest songs of the record. Elvis is kind of repeating the question over and over, just, can I get a quick kiss? He just wants, love really fast, which just kind of feels in the end. I think it's kind of alright, but it's, just it's just a bit annoying to see him, trying so hard all the time, which is just kind of annoying, I think. Just for all time's sake, it's just kind of the same. He's just talking about, let's do it for just the all time sake. Not a bad song, but it's written by Roy Z and or Rose C. Bennett and Sid Tepper, who don't have the best writing history with Elvis Presley, so it's kind of one of the weaker songs of the record. Gonna Get Back Home somehow is a bit of a more emotional song of the record. Talking about that he's far away from home and that maybe his car or maybe another, travel, travel system, fucking hell, how do you say that? But just, his car, something broke down and he's just trying to get back home somehow. So that is really emotional to listen to. A really in-depth song. Just listen to it, you will not regret it. One of the better songs. Such an Easy Question is probably one of the most redundant songs and one of the most repetitive songs out of the Elvis Presley discography. It is shorter than Kiss Me Quick, but it exactly feels like that song. It's shorter, but it feels really long. It feels like it goes on for 10 minutes. So this song is just kind of, it is clickable on Wikipedia, so it is popular, I believe, but this song was just really annoying to listen to. It was not, it's easily one of my least favorites. Stepping Out of Line is one of the songs that Elvis Presley, he tries to be a bit edgy on this track. He tries to be a bit more diverse, but it just kind of feels in the end, he just kind of, felt to sing differently and to do some different instrumentations, which, he commended the songwriters and the intro or the his bandmates to do. Stepping Out of Line, quite literally. So this song, it takes some pretty interesting routes. It is a bit more diverse than the rest, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it is good. In this case it isn't. I'm Yours is kind of a more catchy song. It reminds me of a more modern song, which is really fucking cheesy. But this song is way better. It has way better songwriting. Of course, that fucking pleb. It's just a piece of garbage, I think. But this song just overall is still pretty good. It's written by Hal Blair and Don Robertson. Enjoyable song for what it is. Check it out. It is a great close to side one. Actually, one of the better songs. Then we get to Something Blue, and this is kind of a more redundant song because I believe that GI Blues just came out and he kind of repeats the sake of GI Blues, which isn't really diverse, but this song just kind of is more redundant than that song. It's actually the longest song of the record, so that it has that going for it. It's almost 3 minutes long, but not it just isn't just yet. 3 seconds short. Yeah, really bluesy vibe to it. Really enjoy that. The song length is great. The blues instruments are great. Yeah, this is one of my favorite songs of the record. So there we go. Then we have Suspicion, which reminds me of Suspicious Minds, which is at the moment my favorite Elvis Presley song. Fantastic song. Yeah, Suspicion is kind of the same. I feel like Elvis Presley just kind of to try to recreate that feeling, which kind of works on this track, but it doesn't in the end. But still, it's probably still one of my favorite tracks because it reminds me of that fantastic song that I just named. I feel that I've known you forever is the 9th track, and this song goes on for forever. It's actually the shortest song of the record, 1 minute and 39 seconds. It's pointless. It's just kind of whack. I don't know why it's on there, but yeah, it still is. So you have to talk about it. Really pointless song. It doesn't go anywhere. It only is 1.5 minutes long. Yeah, what Elvis Presley does on there is just kind of the same thing that he does in his entire career. Just trying to talk in a really gentleman-like way, really in a lovable, suitable way, which he mostly talks all the time. Earlier he was more wild, and later he was more romantic. You have two sides, and two sides are both really tiring on me. Both get boring pretty quickly. Then we get Night Rider, which is a more interesting track. I love the title, which of course reminds me of a fucking pleb. That guy, but this song is definitely a great title. It has great flow. I love the atmosphere on this track. So this is actually one of my favorite songs as well. I would say really fantastic song, really underrated. And all these songs are written by Doc Pomus and Mort Schumann, except for I Feel That I've Known You Forever, which is also co-written by Alan Jeffries. So fantastic song, great atmosphere to it, great title. I love it. Then we get Fountain of Love. Yeah, this song is absolutely a classic. I love the title, Fountain of Love, which is just perfect, I think. Yeah, like I said, the title is great. Bill Giant wrote it together with Jeb Lewis. It's 2 minutes and 12 seconds long, so it's not too long. But it just kind of is romantic. It delivers. It does what it needs to do. And it goes away again, so I love it. It's a short song, it's to the point, it's great, And then we have That's Someone You Never Forget, which is just kind of the cheesy, the really try hard anthem, or the romantic song at the end that really tries to go there. Really romantic song, but I just feel like Elvis Presley is just trying way too hard on this song. It still is enjoyable for what I think, but yeah, it's definitely a classic, and it's actually written by Elvis Presley, so that explains why it is so predictable and cheesy. But still, it still is a fitting closing song, and for many people it will be their favorite song because it is written by Elvis Presley and it is a bit lengthier, and it has great vocals on it, but I just think it's way too predictable for me. So I think the first side is popular because it has more clickable songs on it, more classic songs, Kiss Me Quick, Such an Easy Question, Stepping Out of Line, and I'm Yours. But I actually enjoy side 2 more, which is Something Blue, which I love, Suspicion I love, Night Rider I love, Fountain of Love I love, and That's Someone You Never Forget is actually also pretty good. So we have a lot of classic songs on there, but I just think that overall the album isn't that consistent because we have some great songs on side 1 and some great songs on side 2. Well, actually I prefer side 2, but there we go. So this is a pretty inconsistent record, but it does have a lot of great songs on it, so there we go. I'm gonna give this record an 8.4, still really enjoyable record. I actually thought that I was gonna give this record a lower rating, but there we go. I still gave it the rating I did. So, that was the review, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about Potluck with Elvis, by Elvis, of course. Like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. Let me know your opinion about the record and about Elvis Presley in general, and have a nice day. God bless, stay safe. Yeah, Let me know what you think about Elvis Presley, and take care.